Why does it feel like some people have it all? The corner office, the perfect house, the respect, while you work twice as hard for half the results? It's a question that keeps a lot of us up at night. You look around and see colleagues who aren't necessarily smarter than you, yet they seem to be on a fast track you can't find the on-ramp for. You feel like you're bumping up against a glass ceiling. But what if that ceiling isn't made of circumstance, opportunity, or luck? What if it's made of belief? Welcome to The Last Read. Today, we are dissecting a book that acts as a medical intervention for your career and your life, The Magic of Thinking Big by David J. Schwartz. To understand the remedy this book offers, we first have to respect the physician. Dr. Schwartz wasn't a mystic dealing in abstract theory. He was a professor at Georgia State University who studied hard data. He realized that the size of people's bank accounts was rarely proportional to their IQ scores. He found that the difference between success and mediocrity isn't how big your brain is, it's the size of your thinking. Schwartz introduces a powerful concept. Your internal belief system operates exactly like a thermostat. If you set a thermostat to 68 degrees, the system works tirelessly to maintain that temperature. It won't aim for 80. Your life works the same way. If you set your internal dial to average or just getting by, your mind regulates your energy and creativity to keep you exactly within that comfort zone. But if you crank that thermostat up, if you genuinely believe you belong at the top, your mind engages the gears to make that reality happen. As Schwartz famously puts it, belief triggers the power to do.
So why do so many of us leave that dial set to low? Schwartz diagnoses this as a condition called Excusitis, the failure disease. It's highly contagious, and it comes in 4 distinct strains: health, age, luck, and the most common one in the corporate world, intelligence excusitis. This is the deep-seated fear that I'm just not smart enough. We see a job posting and freeze because we assume everyone else applying is a genius. We reject ourselves before anyone else gets the chance. But Schwartz reminds us that stickability is 95% of ability. It's not about how much intelligence you have, but how you use it. Recognizing the disease is step 1, but how do you cure the fear that holds you back? The antidote is mechanical, not philosophical. Schwartz argues that indecision fertilizes fear. When you hesitate to make that cold call or launch that project, you are feeding a fear monster in your mind. The cure is simple. Action cures fear. You don't wait for the courage to act, you act to get the courage. It's like jump-starting a car. You turn the key to get the engine running. Do the thing you fear, and the death of fear is certain. However, once you start moving, you have to watch where you are going and who you are going with. Schwartz warns us about the negators, people who always have a reason why it won't work. If you listen to small thinkers, you will think small. To combat this, you must adopt a policy of going first class. This doesn't just mean flying in the front of the plane. It means going first class in your choices and your counsel. Don't accept cheap advice from people who haven't succeeded. When you go cheap on your environment, you feel cheap and you produce cheap results.
Of course, even the big thinkers hit walls. You will fail. But when a project crashes, the mediocre person blames luck. The big thinker performs a salvage operation. They become a constructive critic of their own life. They don't say, I have bad luck. They ask, was my timing off? Was my pitch unclear? They treat failure as a lesson, not a sentence. So how do we lock this mindset in? Dr. Schwartz proposes a rigorous 30-day challenge to manage the bank of the mind. Imagine your mind is a vault. Every negative thought, I can't do this, I'm too old, is a deposit of bad equity. When you face a challenge, your mind withdraws what you've put in. For the next 30 days, you have to be the security guard at the door. Every time a negative thought tries to enter, you must stop it and replace it with a success thought. If you think, I'm going to fail, overwrite it immediately with, I am prepared. It is exhausting work, but it drains the negative equity and fills your vault with assets that pay dividends forever.
If you take 3 things away from this episode, let them be these. Believe big, because your belief sets your thermostat. Cure excusitis, because your excuses are just lies you tell yourself. And act now, because action is the only thing that kills fear. If you are ready to stop just reading about success and start living it, hit that subscribe button. You don't want to miss the blueprint we're laying out next time. And I have one question for you to answer in the comments. Which form of excusitis is holding you back right now? Is it health, intelligence, age, or luck? Be honest. Admitting it is the first step to curing it. Until next time, keep thinking big.